I'm Zeek Coleman, VP Americas at Tourism Economics.
Zeek, thanks for joining Breaking Travel News here at the Caribbean Travel Forum. You've just come away from a panel. Give us some of your kind of key reflections and takeaways.
Yeah, the big thing is the U.S. economy is up and down, and it's really unpredictable. However, travel and travel demand is stronger than it's ever been. That said, there are some headwinds. You have, with the tariff situation, you have consumer sentiment is down, inflation expectations are up, and we don't know if the 90-day pause will continue or if they'll be reinstated. And so really everything hinges on that. But at the moment, there's some optimism for leisure travel and business travel. International, especially international inbound into the U.S., completely fell off a cliff. So all bets are off there. But yeah.
What does that mean for the Caribbean, and what does that mean for tourism generally?
Yeah, for the Caribbean, I would say I think the countries here could be pretty optimistic actually, because those people, although they're saying they won't go to the U.S., particularly Canada, they're still probably going to travel. And so that's an opportunity for these countries to say, hey, come to us. Here's what you can do. I think a lot of opportunity for inbound growth.
And it's interesting you talked about the fact that whilst consumer confidence is going down, there's still a real desire to travel. Kind of explain that. What's the reason behind that?
Yeah, we sort of saw this during or coming out of the pandemic. People had bought all the stuff. They got a home gym. They got a car. They got the stuff, but they were still in their house, and so they began to value experiences over goods, and goods and services didn't quite grow or recover to what they were, and goods didn't, services did, which travel's a part of that. And so what we're seeing is people, you took it away, and now they're saying that is one thing I cannot live without. I have to go places, I have to see things, and I think what's happening is that's still there. It's just you may see some people pull back on what they're going to do. They may stay closer to home. They're not going to travel for as far, but yeah, they still want to do it no matter what.
I was going to ask you about sort of the impact of that in terms of length of stay and ADRs and choice of kind of class of travel.
That's where it's important that to look at the consumer. What's happened is we have a bifurcated economy where there are the haves and the have-nots. The haves are still going to do it. They have the means to do it, and they're not shy about doing it even at a higher ADR and for longer length of stay. It's just, again, they may say, well, instead of going to Italy, we're going to go, and this is where I think there's an opportunity here. We're going to go to Jamaica or any one of the islands here.
And you mentioned just how fluid kind of the situation is, how dynamic the situation is. But I'm going to push you. I'm going to ask you for some predictions.
Oh wow. Okay, I will say, if this is a personal prediction. This is not like an analysis, but I think that the administration has seen the sort of turmoil. I'm pretty sure other stakeholders in our country have been loud voices on, hey, this cannot continue. And I think the 90-day pause, I'm hoping, as a resident of the U.S., that the 90-day pause is a signal that they really are trying to make some deals and that they're not just going to, continue with the tariff. So my prediction is that there will be some deal announcements. We will see some downstream impacts from the tariffs. There's no way to avoid that, but hopefully it won't be a recession and it won't be nearly as bad as it was trending toward after April 2nd.
And as a resident of the US, but someone visiting the Caribbean, what's your dream destination?
Oh man, that's a really good question. I like them all, but the prettier the water, the better, the more inviting it is for me. I mean, so yeah, bluer, greener, I don't know. Like the clearer and prettier the water, take me there. But I will say, I had some food in Jamaica and it changed me. So any of the ones that have pretty water and phenomenal food, sorry, that's my dream destination.
That's the killer combination.
Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah.
Zeke.
Thank you too.